All right, and let's talk about meetings real quick. Let's get George K. on the call. Go ahead, George. Star 6 yourself.
Hello.
There you go. Gotcha. Can you hear me, George?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. So, once again, a great event in Florida, in Tampa. We have somebody with an open mic. Hold on for 1 second. Don't see who it would be. All right. Do you have another microphone there, like another phone that's near you, George?
Do I have another phone near me?
Yes.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I might. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me just get this turned off. You're right. It's my other phone. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So go ahead, George. Give us a quick recap. We already recapped yesterday, but give us a recap of this past weekend. Then the any meetings that you have coming up.
Okay, sure. First of all, great being on the call and certainly sharing the incredible get-together we had in Orlando. It all began with an incredible night on Friday night with the restaurant that we went to. Unbelievable. We were able to go ahead and use our app and get our rebate. Had a great dinner, synergized with the rest of the team, and it was really neat, Larry, to be able to go ahead and pull out the app and obviously get our rebate credit right to our smartphones. So that was exciting. Then going into Saturday, we had a 12 to 7 full-day event, and it was just packed with incredible information. And I tell you, it was run very professionally, obviously. Everyone participating did an incredible job. You know, there's no I in team, as you know. So together everyone achieves more. We definitely all stepped up, all worked together to put on an incredible event in Orlando. And, of course, had an incredible meal and then had the free certification for those that attended, actually weren't certified yet, got certified. So it's a great time. Bill Resides, the country manager, was there. Mike Livingston, the sales director from Georgia. Eric Stennett, the state manager from Georgia. Myself, Florida state manager, and then also Gary Britton, the entire Tampa Bay core team. But also we had states represented. I think we had 7 or 8 states that were there as well, from people from different parts of the country, as far as California and then of course states in between. So it was very exciting, energy packed, and I got to tell you, everyone got, in my opinion, so much from it. And of course the synergy and the camaraderie and the relationships that were built were just incredible. So very excited about the event that took place. And, of course, moving forward, of course, we've got some great events coming up. And, in fact, this next week, Larry, because of Labor Day weekend, I will not be having my call nor my meeting. However, the following week we will start that up again. We are definitely in the merchant phase, getting the terminals out. We've actually got an appointment tomorrow to put another one submit another one in here in West Palm Beach. I know one of my people I sponsor in the business is also working with several merchants. So we're excited about everything that's happening. It's just a great time to be part of this incredible FlexKom opportunity.
Awesome. And go ahead and I know that you're not doing it this coming Monday, but give us just the general schedule for the Monday meetings.
Sure. Well, before I do that, even tomorrow, keep in mind, being Wednesday, we have blog radio, and, of course, Friday as well. So I believe both those days we'll have blog radio, and the phone number for that to call in is 646-716-8438, and I'll repeat that, 646-716-8438.
Perfect.
So this gives us an opportunity to go ahead and tomorrow call in 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time till 11, and Bill Resides and Mike Livingston, the co-host, they host that blog radio, and it's an opportunity for you to call in, get more information. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And, of course, Friday, we call it Open Mic Friday, where everybody that calls in can go ahead and ask questions. And if they have anything exciting happening, which a lot of people do, they can announce that as well, any events or anything else going on. So those are two things. Now, as far as the schedule and that would be the 8th of September. That will be a Monday night, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Is that right, Larry? September 8th is Monday. Is the following Monday? Is that correct?
That's right. Perfect.
Great. I want to make sure because I'll be out of town. In fact, my birthday is September 4th, so I'll be out of town till the 3rd and then celebrate my birthday with my wife and when I get back. So, yeah, it's exciting what's happening. But anyway, even though I'll be gone, going to visit in-laws, I can assure you that I'll be sharing FlexKom with people that I meet. So, anywhere you go during the Labor Day weekend, you have the opportunity to share this incredible opportunity with people that you perhaps, otherwise would not be seeing because, again, it's a time for family, time for being able to be around people that you love and care about. And, of course, what better way to do that than to share what we're doing here. So, anyway, the following week, which is September 8th, we'll have our call at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, 5:36, and that is area code 712-432-1500. The PIN number is 190999#. And I'll repeat that. Area code 712-432-1500. PIN number 190999#. And that's for you to get your guests on the call. We'll have I actually host the call and be taking introduction as far as where people are calling in from and having them announce their names and what city or state they're calling in from. And then also we're going to have someone presenting the FlexKom business opportunity, and that's from 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6 p.m. Then from there at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go ahead and conduct a meeting. It's a FlexKom business opportunity meeting. It is at 1615 Forum Place, Suite 500 in West Palm Beach. And we go till about 7:30 with the presentation for guests. Then we do a Q&A, and those people that want to get started can at the $3.99. At 7:45, we then go ahead and start talking to the people that are there, their DMRs already, about the merchant phase that we're in, and share information that obviously is very important to them as they obviously get engaged in that portion of what we're doing now. So it's an exciting time, and these meetings are every Monday night except for holidays. Obviously, and we'll announce that in advance if we're canceling any of the meeting. And obviously, this Monday we will not have either the call nor the meetings I mentioned already, but the following week we will have both. So, Larry, back to you, my friend. It's been a great run, and obviously great things are happening all over.
Absolutely. And if I don't get a chance to say happy birthday before the 4th, happy birthday to you, George.
Thank you so much, Larry. Appreciate that.
Well, fantastic. Great coverage on that. We do have a lot to cover over the next few days, and all this is part of the certification pathway. So we already did the things for the merchant. So from basically the point of view of a brand new partner who comes in or who's re-engaging, how do you sign up a merchant, all the steps. We had Frank on yesterday saying how easy those videos made that. This week we're doing videos so now you're a partner, so now you're a DMR independent rep. What do you do now? How to sign up people, how to KISS. We're going to go over all that. So we deployed maybe 4 to 7 videos today. We'll probably do a similar number tomorrow, and we kind of want to cover all those on these conference calls. So the format is not a Q&A format for at least the rest of this week. And once again, just like George, we're not going to have a conference call on Monday, September 1st. That's a holiday here also at the corporate headquarters. So Monday, September 1st, we will not have a conference, but we will all the other days. Okay, great, George. If anybody else has a meeting, go ahead and hit *6. We're just doing meetings only. Go ahead and hit *6.
Hey, Larry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Larry Holcomb. We're going to have a meeting Thursday. Oh, I don't know the date. Thursday, 7 to 9, Caffeine Addicts. We had a great meeting last week, and Vernon Sinclair is going to tell us how to go to merchants.
Okay, so that's this Thursday, the 28th?
That's correct, yeah, 7 to 9, Caffeine Addicts. Bill Reside. We're looking at how the country manager for this time. So we'll have a meeting Thursday, 7 to 9. You can bring guests for merchants or prospective DMRs.
Okay, and that's in Ringgold?
That's correct, Caffeine Addicts.
Okay, perfect. So definitely want to attend there, none other than Larry Holcomb and our country manager, Mr. Bill Reside. You're talking about two honest, great guys, wonderful hearts, wonderful spirits, just like George K. We're talking about some great people and people that have a great business acumen and understanding of exactly how this works. You want to attend these if you're within driving range on that. Larry, if you can kind of stay close here, because we're going to talk about signing up partners. And I know George had to go. But if you can just hold on here, and then we'll come back to you to talk about signing up partners, and then we'll go and talk about the videos that we posted up today. Is that okay?
That'll be great. We're driving back from a meeting, so I may lose you for a minute, but I'll be here other than just a minute, okay?
Perfect. Okay, if anybody else has a meeting, then hit *6.
Yes,
talking about meetings?
Yes, Larry. This is Pat Harry in Atlanta, and I just want to remind everyone we have our weekly Thursday night meeting at 7 p.m., It's in the newsletter, the Next Level newsletter. My husband Gordon and I are the hosts of the meeting, and it's going to be at 7 p.m. And if anyone wants to come, please give me a call at 404-281-8663. Thank you, Larry.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. All the great work you do. Really a true giving heart there as well. You two, Gordon and Pat, are just fantastic people. When you're talking about the caliber of people that we have in this opportunity, I'm always overwhelmed by the heart that everyone has. So really great people, great meeting. You want to be there. That's Thursday at 7 p.m. All right. Anybody else?
Yes, Larry, this is Lynn Michelatos in Ventura, California, and I have weekly meetings at my restaurant, The Greek at the Harbor in Ventura, 6 to 8 p.m.
Oh, I've been there.
Complimentary advertisers. You have?
Yes. I'm from Lompoc and went to school at UCLA, so yeah.
Well,
all
then
over
you know
California.
where we are, right on the water in Ventura Harbor.
Oh, whatever. No, we've my family has eaten there several times. Wonderful food.
Good. Well, I should have my terminal hopefully set up tomorrow. So.
Perfect. Well, awesome. Okay. Go ahead and send an email to us at americansupport@flexkom.com for anything that you want us to put onto our social media, and also in the back office on the event calendar. We're doing the event calendar for September, so go ahead and send those to us at americansupport@flexkom.com. We should have September all fleshed out by the end of this week, of course. And so any meetings that you're having, any regular meetings, go ahead and send that information to us at americansupport@flexkom.com, and we'll put the word out in every single way we can. So thank you very much, Lynn. Anybody else having a meeting, go ahead and hit * and then 6. All right, so we're going to get started. We have a lot to cover. We deployed several videos today. Now, a lot of you are going to say, oh, is he talking about how to sign up again? You'd be amazed at how many people are asking, what's happened to the website for the people that haven't been engaged. They've been out of it for a while. They're coming back in. We get from them questions like, when are we going to go into Phase 3? We're in Phase 3. When can we deploy our terminals? You can deploy them now. So we definitely want people to understand both processes. In fact, there's 3 processes. The week after next, we'll probably cover everything you want to know about signing up a customer. But this week, it's about signing up another partner, another DMR independent rep. And so before I go and kind of plow down the videos that we put out today, go ahead and bring back George. It looks like George did leave. Bring back Larry Holcomb right now. Go ahead, Larry. *6.
Yes, sir, Larry. What do you need?
Okay, George, if you could talk about just like a kind of a 30,000-foot view of how do you approach partner prospects?
A partner prospect, meaning as far as to become a DMR?
Roger that.
Okay. Well, first of all, what I do is basically I want to go ahead and use our system instead of trying to explain this, because once again, if we try to explain this, we'll get ourselves in trouble because eventually the person will either ask you a question you can't answer, or they'll go ahead and say, wow, you're going to do great at this. And if they say you're going to do great at this, that means they either don't want to do what you just did or they can't do what you just did. However, they're not going to tell you that. So I think the most important thing is, number one, is knowing that FlexKom America, this business opportunity is not for everyone. So you want to go ahead and talk to and share this with business-minded salespeople. And I think that's a key because, once again, not everyone qualifies. And so in the way I do it is I want to make sure that they qualify themselves. And, of course, you can never say the wrong thing to the right person, but you can definitely never say the right thing to the wrong person. So, obviously, the key word is that you want to keep it simple. And so if I were going to go ahead and share this with someone, and let's say I'm doing it initially by phone, then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call them and say, hi, how you doing? And of course, they're going to say hi back, okay? The reason for my call is I just wanted to ask you, I'm sure you have a smartphone, right? Of course I do. Great. Well, Joe, let me ask you a question. You see all those apps on the smartphone, and you see, obviously, your smartphone has got them, on there. How would you like to get paid off an app, and unlike these other apps that you have now that pays you? Would that be of interest to you? And if they say yes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a video link. All I want you to do is watch it and see if it makes sense to you, Joe, like it already does me. And I'll call you tomorrow. Let me confirm your email address so that this way I can go ahead and make sure that I can, send that to you properly. And then, of course, I'll give you a call tomorrow. And, again, all I want you to see if it makes sense to you like it already does me. I'll call you tomorrow. Have a great day. So, basically, I keep it pretty simple, but I keep it to where it's relatable to them because they obviously, everyone has a smartphone, and they see that obviously all these apps are on there. But they're intrigued by the fact that we have one that pays them. So obviously that's one way to start a dialogue. And of course the other thing is because we're trying to balance merchants as well as DMRs. Is if I've got a individual that let's say I met at a business expo and I have their business card and I know they have a business, then I'm going to lead completely different. And what I'm going to do there is, let's say the person's name is Ray. So I'm going to go ahead and call and say, hey, Ray, how are you doing? And Ray's going to say, doing great. Hey, listen, it was a pleasure meeting you at the expo, and I have your business card in front of me. And, Ray, what I want to do is I want to send you a video to watch, and this video potentially can make you more money in your business. I'm going to call you tomorrow and let me know what you think of the information. Let me confirm your email address just to make sure that I've got it right. And I do that, of course, because perhaps they want me to send it to a different one. And then at that point, that's my dialogue because keep in mind for a business person, what do they want more than anything else? They want to make more money in their business. I mean, people wake up as business owners with that question in mind, how can I make more money in my business today? And they think about it all day long and go to sleep thinking about it. So once again, I'm bringing a value-driven proposition for them to make sure that they look at the information. And then the next day, of course, the key is to follow up. If you don't follow up on time, when you say you're going to call them in 24 hours and you don't do that, then guess what? You might as well not call them at all because you've lost integrity completely. This is a business, and you have to treat it as a business, and you have to treat it as a big business before it becomes a big business for you. So having said that, when I call back, I'm going to assume that they watched whatever it is I sent them. And in this case, I'm going to ask, let's say I'm calling back Joe, the person that doesn't have a business. Hey, Joe, sent you the information yesterday. What do you like best about what you saw in the video? And then I'm going to be quiet, like a fly on the wall, and let them tell me everything they liked about it. And if it takes them 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it doesn't matter how long it takes. I'm not going to agree with them. I'm not going to interrupt them. Because, folks, when you do that, what you're doing basically is you're breaking their train of thought. And what they're doing by sharing what they like best is they're selling themselves into the program. So obviously that's a beautiful thing. So allow them to do that instead of, oh yeah, I like that too. Oh yeah, that made sense. Oh yeah, that opportunity that with the app and getting paid. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, obviously you're breaking their train of thought. So instead, just listen, and then when they get done, say, great. What I'd like to do is introduce you to a friend of mine, because nobody wants to talk to a sponsor or a business partner. That's like the closer in their mind. But people like to talk to friends. So what I'd like to do is introduce you to a friend of mine, and he could share more information that can potentially answer your questions and obviously, find out your interest level and see how we can get started together. And at that point, obviously, I go ahead and make sure that if they're okay with that, to go ahead and do that. And when I call, in the event that I get my friends, and that's like the expert, the person that's doing the three-way call, I get their voicemail, I'm going to ask them to leave their name and phone number to call them back. Because here's the thing, that's giving permission. If I do it on their behalf, then really they're not giving me permission to do that. I'm doing it on my own. So once again, that's, I think, very important and critical to that, because I used to do it the other way and it didn't work so well. Because then people would say, well, how'd you get my number? Why are you calling me? So this way, obviously then that person that is your friend and also the person that's the expert that you said you're going to introduce them to can call them back directly. So that's kind of what I do there. And with the other one, basically you do the same thing. What did you like best about what you saw? And can you see how this can make you more money in your business? And then I just be quiet and let them talk. And then once again, do the same thing. So pretty much that's where I am. And, of course, the one thing I do at the end of the conversation, if I'm doing the three-way call and I'm the friend that they're calling, is on a scale 1 to 10. 1, you're not interested. 10, you're ready to get started. Where are you? Right. And whatever number they say, I at that point ask them, what would it take to get you to a 10? And then I listen, and whatever that is. Now, if we can provide that for you, then you'll be ready to get started. Is that correct? And if they say yes, then, of course, we're going to provide whatever that is. So I hope that made some sense to everybody. And once again, that's kind of how I do it. I keep it simple.
That's great. Absolutely perfect and this is going to be part of the tutorial for brand new partners or partners who are re-engaging. That's going to be up on our YouTube channel, and it's going to be in the second set of the playlist. That playlist is the DMR Independent Representative Training. So you're going to see 2 in there. One is about the merchant, about the certification. So that's selling to the merchants. And the second one, there's a second playlist, has about 5 videos in it right now, and that's the DMR Independent Representative Training. This audio of this conference call is going to be in there, and this is going to be kind of a lead-in for that. So thank you very much, George. That's very insightful, great technique. Thank you, sir.
Well, my pleasure, Larry, as always. One more thing I just want to add is then if you're going to go ahead and approach merchants, make sure, first of all, that you're going to your warm market first. That's one thing that we're stressing, that, people eat at certain restaurants. They get their dry cleaning done certain places. They go to a certain place to get their hair cut. And these are the places that you should definitely contact first, because they either have your face, they know your face, or they know your name. That's a relationship already that's getting started. And the one thing that I want to just kind of add there is, when I go into a place like that, I want to make sure that I am talking to the decision maker. okay? And what I'm doing is I'm just setting an appointment, okay? But what I'm doing is when I'm setting the appointment, I'm saying to them, I have a mobile commerce platform that can help you make more money by retaining your customers, the customers you have, and getting new ones. The one thing I never use, Larry, I never use the word discount, because nobody in business wants to give away money. They want to make more money. So I hit them at their sweet spot. And everybody today knows mobile commerce is where everything's headed. So I make sure that I let them know I have a mobile commerce platform strategy to allow you to make more money off of your customers and retain them, because remember, retention is much cheaper than getting new ones, but also giving you the opportunity to get new customers.
Absolutely. Fantastic, George. All right, great points. So thank you very much. What we're going to do is bring on, if he still has connection, let's bring on Larry Holcomb real quick. Go ahead and star 6. Thank you, George.
Thank you.
Hey, Larry.
Have a great
Hey, Larry.
week. Bye-bye.
Oh, great.
I'm here, Larry.
Wanted to get you real quick. We've definitely been picking your brain regarding signing up merchants and about customers. But just real quick, if we can get kind of a quick overview of how you like to approach a prospect who for being a DMR for a partner.
Well, I learned a lot from George, and I think George has got the best idea. I'm not the best marketer, otherwise I'd be a sales director. I love going to merchants. That's my forte, whether it's Walmart or knocking on doors. But George out there has the best, and I'm going to take leads from him, and I'm going to bow out on that question there, because I'm just not a good MLM person. I wish I was, and I'm working on it, because I want to be a sales manager, and then my next goal would be sales director, of course. But I hate to say it, my forte is purchase.
Understood, but once again, and this is kind of the validation that I was looking for, you're listening to George. We just had George kind of give you the overall. So for those folks who are listening to this now, tell people to come and listen to this. It's going to be on our YouTube channel, Power to Change. And even though Larry Holcomb is saying it, he's not he's the merchant guy, and he's coached you on how to go to a merchant. He does what George says when he goes to a prospect for being a partner. So there you go, validation right there. All right, Larry, well, thank you very much. Now I'm going to lock it down so I can go through these videos that we deployed today. If you guys have any questions, I can see a lot of people are trying to ask questions right now. Go ahead and send those questions to American Support at FlexKom.com. That's American Support at FlexKom.com, and we will answer you there. But right now we're going to dive into the videos that we deployed today, so hold on for one moment. Okay, so we deployed a lot of videos today. One thing I do want to tell you as a station, as a kind of a housekeeping thing, everybody that's on this call, if you have a Facebook channel, Facebook page, or a Twitter account, you want to go and check it. If you haven't checked it in the last couple of days, you want to make certain that somebody hasn't spiked your account or done something to your account. We've noticed in looking at people who have befriended us on Facebook that some nefarious people, we're not going to do them any honors by saying their name, have gone in and deployed things on your Facebook page. So go and check it. There's people who are abusing you right now. If you haven't checked it recently, you want to go and check your Facebook. So that's just some housekeeping. You want to check that on a fairly regular basis. All right. So talking about what the subject is today, basically DMR independent representative training. We have a whole set of videos that we deployed in the last 48 hours. You should see those in our Power to Change, POWER, the number 2, and then CHANGE, so Power to Change, all one word. You go to youtube.com. In the search window at the top, you type in Power to Change, all one word, with the number 2 in the middle, and you'll see a couple of different channels now. Ours is the one that has the POS 4S terminal. So you'll see a picture of the POS 4S terminal. That's how you know you're at the right one. Click on that one. Your first time going there, you'll see that it looks like there's just one video there. In fact, that'll probably autoplay, and that is the 3-minute overview video. Please watch that one from beginning to end. in general with all our videos. You want to watch them from beginning to end. And then when you get to Power to Change, you want to then click on you'll see above the blue earth, you'll see the words Home and then Videos and then Playlists. You can click on videos and go through the 50 or so videos independently, but also you can help us out tremendously by subscribing to this channel. So after that first video plays, it'll pop up a thing saying, "Would you like to subscribe to this?" Just go yes, and it's going to ask you for your Gmail account or whatever. Just go ahead and subscribe there. You'll get notification anytime we deploy a new video publicly there. So when we make our videos public, you'll be able to see them there. You'll get automatic notification, and you'll also get notifications when these playlists are created. So we have 3 playlists that are in there. The certification playlist talks about signing up merchants and all the various steps, including filling out the paperwork and creating the merchant account, as well as setting up the terminal and the cards in the merchant account. So like Frank said the other day, it is spot on simple. It's something that we've received a lot of emails from you all saying you're a little bit concerned about how complex it is to do it. The videos make it spot on simple. Frank testified to that earlier this week. Those videos just make it simple. Now we're shooting a bunch of videos for how to be a DMR and sign up other DMRs, and they'll also talk about how to sign up customers, and we'll loop all those back around to how to do the whole thing. But you already have the certification for the certification series, which is a series of videos that tells you how to sign up a merchant, go through that entire procedure, and then we're deploying the ones for signing up a DMR now. So the videos that we're going to talk about today, there are 5 of them. And the first one, let me turn my sound down here, is Volker Weinig from earlier today. Volker Weinig did a webinar today, and it was a biz op. So that's a perfect thing to start out our series of videos on. So it's a biz op where he talks about the plan. He does in there talk about euros and things like that, but he does explain why he's talking about euros. And he does talk about things like gold that we don't have here in the United States, but he clarifies that. So that video is a pretty good video for a nice biz op. You have that. That's part of the suite of videos. Next up is Gary Elvis and George K. and Larry Holcomb talking just yesterday, I believe, yesterday, about their theories about signing people up and the best practices for signing up a partner. We also close with Jack, who was the last person on the call yesterday, where he signed up someone yesterday. So you have Jack getting kudos on the conference call. That's what is the second video. And this video here that I'm making now will probably be the 6th video. And it is just an audio recording with an image, a still image there. Then the third one is overview of FlexKom website for September. So what that is where it just kind of gives you an overview of what you see when you go to FlexKom.com. It's modern. We'll replace the other videos that are further down in the list there with this one. So you won't see those older videos that have some things that are no longer on the website. You won't see those anymore. You'll just have this video, which is the overview of what you see when you go to FlexKom.com. The next one is creating a DMR independent rep account. Please do not do what you see in this video. This is only for signing up real partners, so don't make any fake accounts. You will be fined if you create fake accounts, so you don't want to create fake accounts. Kind of like creating a fake or a test merchant account. You don't want to create fake or test DMR accounts. You only want to create real accounts. The most important part of that video is that, and for those of you who have seen this several times back when we used to do live webinars on this conference call, the most important thing is you want to make certain that that new person is signing up under the exact right ID number. We cannot move anybody once their account's created. So you want to make certain that they confirm that they are signing up underneath you. In general, you're going to go to FlexKom.com. You're going to come to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and you're going to click on Partner Registration to sign up someone. And then you're entering your ID number. You want to make sure you're entering the ID number of the person that's going to be the sponsor of that new DMR independent rep. So it's just that simple, as opposed to other opportunities that you may have been in where you had to set the sponsor ID and you had to set this ID and you have to set that for a sign-up. It's very simple here. You just put in the sponsor ID and that's it. You want to make certain on the subsequent pages in the lower left-hand corner that it says your sponsor and then it gives the name of the person that's the sponsor. Make absolutely certain that that is correct, because that cannot be changed. So if you accidentally have somebody sign up under somebody else, they're forever under that person and they cannot be moved. Everything sets up quickly and concrete here so that commissions can flow quickly. That's part of the beauty of this, but it's also part of the reason why you have to measure twice and cut once. You just want to be careful and make certain that the ID number that you enter for the sponsor ID is exactly the right one. You get 2 more confirmations before the ink is set and the concrete dries. So make sure in the bottom left-hand corner that it says the right person, your sponsor, and then it says the name. It should be the right person's name or the right company name for that sponsor. Okay. Then you pick your your state, and then once again, the next set of things you're going to do are on the partner registration page. You do not want to do this yourself. You don't want to play around. You want to just watch this video. This video tells you exactly how to create an account. So when you're talking to the person that you're signing up over the phone, you can both be running this video at the same time that you're doing this, and that way you have absolute understanding of it, and that person that's signing up, be they across the country or the next town over, they will see exactly how to create an account. And you'll have this video, so you can just watch this video a couple of times and you become proficient. Most important thing on this is that at the bottom there is a checkbox that's required. You want to click on the American flag to see policy and procedures for the United States of America. That's critical that the person placing a check in that box is the person that's signing up and that they have actually read policy and procedures. You have policy and procedures in your back office already, so you can send that to them while, like George was talking about, as part of your marketing to them. Give them full disclosure. That's my theory. You want them to know everything before they sign up, and this is a way to get that to them by using the policy and procedure that's in your back office. You also have the written comp plan in your back office. Download these 2 PDFs and have these to send out to somebody who's really serious. Go, okay, you're serious. Here's I definitely want to. This is how I would market. I market from the honesty angle. That's how I do it. I go from honesty to honesty, clear point to clear point, and so I would send the person the policy and procedures as well as the written comp plan. That way I know that they've had it. They can't say that I didn't send it to them. Send it to people all the time. Our team here in support send those items out to people when they sign up to make certain that they have it. So when somebody signs up, they get policy and procedures, they get the written comp plan. Everybody that does that signs up as a partner gets a We Care package. Included in that are the policy procedures and the written comp plan, as well as other items. So critical, again, is on that partner registration page. You want to confirm at the bottom left-hand corner that they're signing up under you or whomever you want them to sign up under. And this video kind of goes on. There is some German on that page, like I told you. We'll reshoot this once it's all back in English again, but wanted to clarify that that's what it's saying above the flag, under Partner Cooperation Agreement. It has some German there. That German is saying click on the flag that represents the country that you live in to get the agreement effectively. And so you're going to have them click on the American flag and get the American agreement. And that definitely does link to the proper policy and procedures for the United States of America. All right, so when you're looking at these videos, the most important thing is to, if you have any questions, you have a bar at the bottom that's a progress bar, and if something didn't make sense to you, then you just move the progress bar back to that step and watch that step over again. And then you can advance to things that if you already have an understanding, then you can advance to the next thing or let it happen automatically. When you're looking about a little bit over halfway through that video, it shows you the kit. The kit now is the eBiz kit. It is not a physical kit. The word kit is basically ubiquitous throughout direct sales because it's a set of things that you get. It's not a physical kit. You see a box, but that's an icon. We've had several people call in, write in mostly, to American support at FlexKom.com and ask, well, when does that box arrive? The box is an icon. It is not a real thing. When you sign up for your account, when you create your account and pay for your account, then you have access to the back office. You have a replicated website where you can immediately go and sign people up. You have access to these videos where you can watch these videos in just a matter of a few hours, have every understanding that it takes to sign up a merchant. And once we finish this week out, you'll have every understanding of what it takes to sign up a partner. And we also cover in this week a little bit about how to sign up a customer. So by the end of this week, you will have 2 sets of videos, 2 playlists that will walk you through everything that you need to know in order to sign up a merchant and everything you need to know in order to sign up a partner and 99% of everything you need to know to sign up a customer. That simple. It's there. Watch it until you get it down. Just kind of use this as a tutorial, as a training tool, and you'll be good to go, able to sign up people easily within just a day or so after you have signed up yourself. You can immediately go out and sign up people, especially if you do like George K. says, and engage with your upline. So George was telling you should engage with your upline, send an email to American support at FlexKom.com saying that you want to engage with the regional coordinator that's closest to you, state manager or the country manager. That team will engage with you. You can immediately go out and start signing up people. You want to line people up, get 3-way calls going, just like George was talking about. 3-way calls are very powerful in the direct sales industry, and so you want to take advantage of that very powerful technique. But if you're like me and you like to do things yourself, then you go through the tutorials, teach yourself. If you have any questions, you repeat the video as many times as it takes for you to get it under your belt. If you have any questions about it, you can talk to your upline or the person that brought you into the opportunity. You can talk to the regional coordinator, talk to the state managers, talk to the country manager. You also have the radio blog show, and you have this conference call. After we get through the next few weeks, we'll go back to a Q&A format, but for right now, we're in tutorial format. And then you also have, of course, American support at FlexKom.com. Now, with American support at FlexKom.com, we are available from Monday through Friday, unless it's a holiday or a giant event, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific to 5 p.m. Pacific. And you're basically going to submit an email to American support at FlexKom.com. We respond to you pretty much usually in that time frame within an hour or so, but we do say within 72 hours. The reason why we say that is because the weekend happens. So the weekend is 72 hours. If you submit something at 6 p.m. on Friday, then it could take you till 9 a.m. on Monday to get a response. So that's why we say up to 72 hours. But in general, during the normal business hours that we just talked about, you're going to get your response within an hour, at least a cursory response where we're saying that we acknowledge your issue, and if we have to escalate it up to someone else or to another department, then we'll clarify that as we're escalating it. But in general, we try and answer your question within that first golden hour there. Otherwise, we escalate it immediately. So any conversation that you want to have with FlexKom America, you want to do it through American support at FlexKom.com and send it in there, and then we will get it to the particular party that is responsible for answering that one question if it's not American support itself. So when you're sending to American support, the best policy is to have your questions as bullet points. So question number 1, what is FlexKom? Then, for example, question number 2 would be, how do I make money in FlexKom? Question number 3 is, what is the compensation plan? If you give it to us like that in bullet points, then we can answer you with frequently asked questions. You'd be amazed at when people put questions in that format where it's simple, succinct bullet points, cutting to the chase of your question without a lot of background. We usually don't need a lot of background because we know in general what you're talking about. If it's that my terminal doesn't light up, we don't need to hear that in the beginning I received a box, it came through FedEx, and the number was this and that, and the issue is that you don't know how to turn on your terminal. Just kind of cut to the chase. Question number 1, how do I turn on my terminal? Question number 2, how do I log into a temporary account or whatever? Have bullet points. That way we're going to be able to answer your bullet points succinctly. Also, if we can't answer your bullet points succinctly and we have to escalate it up, especially if we have to send it to Germany or to Switzerland to get an answer, by having it in succinct bullet points, we can get just that line to Germany, translated into German so that they're seeing the question in English and in German, or basically Switzerland also takes the questions in German. It makes it easy for us to get this to the right person, be they in Switzerland, Germany, or here in the United States, have them answer that specific question, and then we can answer you directly back. So you're helping yourself by answering us, by asking your questions via email. You're helping us get you great answers. You're also arming yourself with those same answers, because if you were to call and we were to tell you the answer, humans start to forget. All humans start to forget within seconds after a conversation is had. If you get the question in writing, though, you have that forever. And then you have that exact answer forever. And then if you have that question, you're going to bring in somebody who's going to have that exact same question, and you're going to have that bullet-pointed answer, and you can send that bullet point to them. It's the better way to go. It is the logical way to go. Also, we build FAQs, frequently asked questions. Everybody on our support team has a FAQ sheet, which means that if you were to call in, which is, once again, the worst way to get your questions answered, better yet, if you were to write in, our team would be able to copy and paste specific answers to those very specific questions from our FAQs. And you're effectively arming yourself with an FAQ. Also, as we get some settlement on the website, once the website settles down, you'll see that we have a FAQ page in your back office. Right now, the back office is fairly dynamic, and we are not quite finished with all the compliance things, for instance, the push notifications, things like that. We have other things that we need to get deployed before we want to go out and put the FAQ out, but we'll probably put it out before we have all those answers once we get a couple of more pieces resolved. So we're looking at hopefully just a couple of days or weeks before we have the FAQ page up. That way you can go to the FAQ page and see all the questions all in one place and arm yourself with the answers. So it'll be frequently asked questions with the frequently supplied answers. And so you'll have that all in one place, and you can arm yourself. You can teach yourself from that as well as the videos. So we're looking at a full court press to give you everything it takes for you to be a Flexpert, an expert at FlexKom. We want you to be a Flexpert, and we want you to bring in people and support them, really support them, support your downline, work with your upline to get those people on the sideline into this game, to get them playing the game, seeing how everything goes, and to see where the goals are and get them to accomplish them. So that's the goal. That's what we're doing. And once again, these tools are available, the video tools are available at Power to Change. That's POWER, the number 2, CHANGE, the Power to Change, and that's over there at YouTube.com. Once we get these 3 video playlists together, then you will see in your back office, you'll log into your back office under training, you'll see a document that talks about certification training, and that will be basically a link to Power to Change and to the videos for a merchant, and then in the same document, you'll say partner training, or DMR independent rep training, and that'll lead you to the playlist for the DMR, and then finally talk about customers, and that'll lead you to the playlist for customers. So you have one document that takes you to those 3 training tools. These tools will be upgraded and augmented as we go forward, so they're not static. As you've heard from Volker on the webinar today, there's going to be some pretty big changes on the website. We'll have to shoot all those videos over again. But right now, once again, just like we said on Twitter, you ran out of excuses last week. Last week, you may have been able to say, well, nobody's teaching me anything. It's there. It's at Power to Change. The answer to how I sign up a merchant, there. Tips from pros, from Larry Holcomb, on how to sign up a merchant, the steps that he takes to be successful, and he's very successful at signing up merchants. They're there in Power to Change on the playlist that says certification. Now we're putting together the playlist for you. If your goal is to sign up partners, and it should be, you should be doing all 3 things at once. You should be signing up partners, you should be signing up merchants, you should be kissing customers like crazy all the time. Getting it out there, staying active, talking to as many people as you can about this makes you better at presenting it, and gives you the answers at the tip of your tongue. You can just move and get the answers out there. You can just respond to what people ask you. These are things that make people more confident in you as a salesperson, in you as a representative of this opportunity, in you as a person. So just become a Flexpert. It's pretty straightforward. It takes a couple of hours watching these videos and using the tools that are in your back office. So the video that comes after creating the DMR account, and once again, do not capriciously go and create DMR accounts. You don't want to create fake accounts. You'll get yourself in trouble. You will be fined, and you will have your access to your account limited. You will basically be locked out of your account until you pay the fine. So don't create fake accounts. Don't create fake merchant accounts. Don't create fake customer accounts. Don't create fake partner accounts. We are in phase 3. It's all for real. This is no time for anything fake. It's all real. No fake customer accounts, no fake DMR accounts, no fake merchant accounts. All right. So the next one after the DMR account setup video is the tour of the DMR independent rep back office. When you're looking at that one, that video basically just takes you through logging in and then through the all the various links in the DMR back office. Now, the DMR back office, that's the independent rep, also called a partner. You're going to see there's basically 5 columns and multiple things under each of those 5 columns. Pretty much everything that you see there is for the United States of America. There are a couple of things that are not for the United States of America, and I definitely want to highlight those. Probably the most important thing that you're going to see that is not for the United States of America is you'll see the Flex Start Countdown clock. That is not for the United States of America. We'll have that removed pretty soon. In general, the rest of this is for the United States of America. There's data under the technical news, breaking news, and country news links that from time to time will talk about things that have not to do with America at this time, and the ticker that's going across the top. So those 4 little things at the top, the ticker that's going across the top, the technical news, the breaking news, the country news, those do not pertain to America, and also the Flex Start countdown clock, those do not pertain to the United States of America. Our opportunity here is a direct sales opportunity, and there's no more of the K process, the KTM process, or the K1 through 20 process. For you brand new people, don't worry about that. That's the way that it was weeks ago. Now we're in phase 3.5, and so this is where the goal is to get terminals into merchants' hands and get customers to those merchants. So it's changed from when it was like it was a year ago, where the goal was to get in the reseller group, to get in the sales team, and then phase 2 was to start talking to merchants, and then phase 3 was where you deployed and had customers actually going to merchants. Well, we're in phase 3 now. We need to continue to build the sales force. That's why you can still sign up DMRs. We need to, at the same time, have you kiss like crazy. We'll talk about how that works and have a series of videos that will show you how that works. There's also, right now, in your back office, at least one set of slides that shows you how kissing works, but we'll have a video hopefully by tomorrow that'll be in your in your Power to Change YouTube channel that shows you how to do that. And once again, we'll have all of that up in your back office as soon as we get those playlists completed. So when we're looking at this, that's the 5th video that we have out there today. By tomorrow, we'll probably have another 2 to 7 videos in the DMR Independent Representative Training playlist. And then you will be able to basically teach yourself how to do everything. If you've been in the opportunity for a while, and you want to refresh yourself, these videos do that as well. If you've been in, you came in recently, but want to get some pointers from the best partners that are out there signing up customers, best partners that are out there signing up merchants, the best partners that are out there signing up partners. We had George K. do the preamble for this audio archive today. And we'll have him come back on the customer acquisition as well. And we'll also have Larry Holcomb come in for the customer acquisition, and basically using the experiences of real DMR independent reps out there in the fields, out there selling to real people. We're going to have them come and do commentary for these series of videos. All right, I see that I did not give the disclaimer today, so the disclaimer is as follows. Anything that's said on this conference call can be repurposed as FlexKom sees fit. My name is Larry Skinner. I am the Chief Operations Officer for FlexKom America, Incorporated, headquartered here in Henderson, Nevada, just outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. We have an open office policy, so please, by all means, come on, drop by, say hi. We have people that visit us every day, have some people in today as well. So come on by. If you have more than 3 people in your party, please send an email to American Support at FlexKom.com. That's American Support at FlexKom.com, telling us how many people are in your party and when you think you're going to come by. We have had it in the past where just at random we had over 100 people show up to the office. Here in Vegas, there's times of the year where the town fills up and people from all over the world come, and that would be like 4th of July, New Year's. There's all kind of times during the year where there's just thousands, tens of thousands, if not millions of people, visitors in town, and we had a couple of hundred show up over a couple of days just at random. So we need to kind of control that for the sake of the fire marshal. We don't want to upset anybody, especially the fire marshal. So if you have more than 3 people in your party, go ahead and send us an email to AmericanSupport@FlexKom.com. If you have any questions, AmericanSupport@FlexKom.com is where you want to send that email with bullet points. If you have any suggestions, make bullet points out of those suggestions, send it to AmericanSupport@FlexKom.com. Anything you want, any sort of clarification on these videos that we're deploying, any questions to Larry Holcomb or George K. or Gary Elvis Britt or anybody else that you've heard speak on this conference call or that's on our YouTube channel, send an email to AmericanSupport@FlexKom.com. So we'll do this again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific. That's 9 p.m. Eastern. Once again, just like George K. said, tomorrow is Wednesday, so that means that there is a great call that you should get involved with on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. That is at 7 a.m. Pacific, making it 10 a.m. Eastern, and that is the Bill Reside, Country Manager, Bill Reside's radio blog talk. That phone number is 646-716-8438. That's 646-716-8438. You want to give that number a call and join the blog talk. Always exciting, always great news there. Tomorrow, Volker is scheduled to do another webinar, so the usual URL, the usual website, and usual time, which is 9 a.m. Pacific, making it noon Eastern. Join us there. If you have any questions about that, send an email to American Support at FlexKom.com. It's American Support at FlexKom.com, and we'll keep you apprised of Volker Weinig's ongoing schedule. So we will talk to you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific. We thank you very much, and thanks to George and to Larry Holcomb and to everybody that was on this call. Thank you all very much. Thank you to Lynn for having that great meeting at a great restaurant that my family has frequented, and also thank you to Pat Harry and Gordon Harry. Thank you very much for all the work you do in Atlanta, and of course for you folks that are on this call, and for everybody that's going to watch these videos and these audio archives on our YouTube channel. Thank you very much, and good night.